Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Hello students, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. In the class of statistics, today I am going to teach you methods of data collection. There are three types of data are there. For collecting primary data, you know very well what is primary data. The data originally collected by any authorized agency or investigator for the first time are called primary data. There are three methods. First one is direct inquiry, second indirect inquiry, third method of questionnaire. First, direct inquiry. An investigator himself or an enumerator appointed by him visits personally to the field and collects the necessary information. For example, if a person wants to collect data about the condition of farmers of Sanand Taluka of Ahmedabad district, he must go to Sanand Taluka, contact the farmers and obtain the data regarding their condition. Advantage of primary data. The data obtained by this method are accurate and reliable because directly we are collecting that data. So it is accurate data and reliable. We can rely on that data. Due to face-to-face interview with respondent, enumerator can solve any question or doubt or any confusion by giving proper explanation. By personal interview, enumerator sometimes gets supplementary information of the respondents which may be useful at the time of interpretation of result. The method is much better when the field of inquiry is limited. Sometimes when respondents are unwilling to give particular type of information, the enumerator can get such information indirectly by asking supplementary questions and giving assurance against the message of the information provided by them. So, personal investigation, the researcher conducts the survey and collect data from it. The data is usually accurate and more reliable. Direct personal observation, here the data is collected by the investigator himself personally. She asks the cross-examined question to collect necessary information. It is original because directly investigator is collecting, so it is accurate and reliable. Then, suitability of direct personal observation. Here, direct personal observation is adopted in the following cases where greater accuracy, because if we are collecting any data regarding our whatever aim is there, that should be, we want accurate and reliable. So here greater accuracy is needed where the field of inquiry is limited, not large, where confidential data are collected, where sufficient time is available because we have to direct collect the data. It wants sufficient time because if we are going directly to each person, each division, each individual to collect data, so it get more time, energy and money. Now, merits. The data is accurate and original, true and reliable data, encouraging response because of personal approach. Because of personal approach, when a high degree of accuracy because here investigator directly collect the data. Now demerits, unsuitable in large area, because in large area it is not possible to correct information by this method. It would be very expensive, and it is expensive and time consuming. This method requires more time, more number of enumerators, and when the field of inquiry is very wide, it is very expensive and time consuming. Now, what brings worst result? If untrained investigators are there, so it brings worst result, because the information collected by this method may be less reliable if the enumerators are untrained. Collection of information according to the case of the info is easy to information. When they are comfortable, then we have to go there and meet them to get data or information from them. By this way, this method is more expensive, time consuming, but we are getting accurate and reliable result. Method of questionnaire. There are two methods of questionnaire: questionnaire by post, questionnaire by enumerators. The method of data collection is quite popular, and particularly in case of big inquiries. The questionnaire is mailed, sent to person with the request to answer the question. Here, a list of logically arranged questions relevant to the object of the study is made. The space between the question is provided for the answer. A list of questions prepared in such a way is called questionnaire. The question in the questionnaire should be short and simple. It should be arranged in logical sequence, general to specific, easy to difficult. Technique terms should be avoided. Dual meaning words should be avoided. Language should be very simple. Some control questions which indicate reliability of the respondent, to know consumption first expenditure and then weight or quantity of that material. Questions affecting the sentiments of the respondents should be avoided. Adequate space for answers should be provided in questionnaire. Provision for uncertainty, do not know, no preference should be there. Direction regarding the filling of questionnaire should be given. Physical appearance, quality of paper, color should be given. So here, the questionnaire in the question should be short and simple so that respondent can understand the question and easily answer them. This method is quite useful when the field or area from which the information is to be collected is very wide, since there is considered saving of time or cost. Here, there should be some characteristics in an ideal questionnaire. The success of collecting data depends mainly on the design of questionnaire. A well-designed questionnaire is known as an ideal questionnaire. Every questionnaire must having a covering letter or an appropriate title. Number of questions should be age minimum as possible. The fewer number of questions have greater chance of getting better response. The number of questions in the questionnaire should be consistent with the purpose of the inquiry. Questions should be simple, short, and understandable. The arrangement of the questions should be logical. The order of the questions should be from general to specific. Questions of sensitive nature or personal life should be avoided. Answer to the question should be free from any calculation. For example, avoid the question like what is your average income of the earning members of your family. The question having answer yes or no or multiple alternatives should be asked. But the question whose answer do not have specific options should be avoided. For example, what is your opinion about the semester system against the earlier system in the education? Since there are a lot of variation in the answers like strongly in favor, neutral, against, strongly against, they are difficult to tabulate or interpret. Hence, if necessary, there must be minimum number of such questions in the questionnaire. The questionnaire is sent to the respondent. There are blank space for answer. Mailed questionnaire. The questionnaire is sent to the respondents. There are blank space for answers. A covering letter is also sent along with the questionnaire, requesting the respondent to extend their full cooperation. Here, after preparing an ideal questionnaire, it is dispatched by post to respondents from whom the information is to be collected, along with a request to complete and return it in a given period of time. Therefore, it is necessary to send a blank envelope along with the questionnaire to all the respondents bearing the address of investigator and a proper postal stamp. Since the answer to the question are to be given by respondents themselves, it is essential that the question in questionnaire are clear, short, simple, relevant and self-explanatory. Nowadays, questionnaire may be sent through computer and mobile phone. Also, here, adapted by research work, private work, individual, non-official, agency, government, appropriate in cases where informants are spread over a wide area. Now, merits and demerits of mailed questionnaire. Here, of all the methods, the mailed questionnaire is the most economical method. This method of collecting data is quite useful when the field of investigation is very vast. This method is simple and it provides large amount of information with less expense. It saves money, labor and time. By this method, investigator can get information from respondents of those areas where it might be difficult to reach personally or by telephone. Now, key merits. Cannot be sure about the accuracy and reliability of the data. Here, when respondents are illiterate or non-cooperative in this method, this method becomes useless. Sometimes information provided by the respondents may not be correct or they may return incomplete or blank questionnaire to the investigator. There is long delay in receiving questionnaire duly filled by the respondent. There may be loss of questionnaire or delay in getting the information because of the laziness of the respondent. There is lack of assistant or a person who clarifies the instruction or gives explanation of questions that may arise. Hence, there is a positive response is very difficult. There is a possibility of misinterpretation of question. Here, in this method, enumerators themselves contact the respondents and get response to the questions. Enumerators themselves fills the questionnaire. Thus, the difference between the earlier method and this method is that in earlier method the questionnaire is sent to the respondent by post, whereas in this method the enumerator carries the questionnaire and personally meet the respondents. Here the enumerator should be enthusiastic, polite, honest, efficient in their work so that they can extract correct information, correct answer of the question by asking relevant and supplementary information to the respondents. The enumerator also instructed to create friendly atmosphere without entering any controversy or showing any disrespect towards respondents. Here, advantage of this method: the complete, correct and more relevant information can be obtained from the respondent by selecting proper enumerators. Enumerators can get proper information by giving proper explanation to the respondents who are illiterate or non-cooperative. In this method, there is no problem of loss of questionnaire or incomplete answer to the question. The information obtained is more reliable. Now, there are disadvantages also for this method. Sometimes it is quite difficult to get expert enumerators in sufficient number. Due to the large number of enumerators, the remuneration paid to enumerators increases the total cost of inquiry. It is very difficult task to train the untrained enumerators for the inquiry. Even after training, it is not proper to believe that they will work skillfully, honestly or efficiently. Hence, sometimes the information collected by them may not be reliable. This method becomes unsuitable when the respondents are spread over a wide area because it increases the cost and time of inquiry. Enumerators have to adjust with the convenient time of respondents, or sometimes enumerators have to visit three times to the same respondent. Among all these methods of collecting data, there is no definite rule for a specific method. There should be a depend on different aspects like spread of the area, purpose of inquiry, monetary provision, the time frame, getting enumerators in sufficient number, the standard of accuracy you want. Now, the method of collecting primary data is over here. Thank you. Thank you very much.